It is 4:22 a.m. in the morning, and about 10 minutes ago, I had a very sort of confusing experience, but, and also, by the way, very, very short experience, but I am committed to sharing everything with you. So let me get right into it. First, you should know, full disclosure, that I haven't been having the greatest night and I wasn't feeling all that great. Just going through difficulties, as I believe we all do. I'm not alone in this. And I honestly wasn't thinking that anything would happen. In fact, it's so interesting sometimes in my mind, I think, well, I'm not feeling great. I'm not in a good mental state right now, so I don't think anything's going to happen. But I have always left it up to my guides, and I allow them to take over in situations like this. I guess in a way, I just go, okay, you know what? I'm just a passenger here. And if something were to happen, they'll do all the work and they'll assist me and help me along the way. But I'm just going to be a willing passenger. That would probably be about it. And I think tonight was definitely that kind of a night. But so I was laying there, and again, for those of you who care about this sort of thing, in the background, I had on storm sounds. It's what I've been using lately. I don't know. It seems to, I guess, put me in that feeling of going. I don't know. I don't know what that's all about, but that's what I've been doing. I've been listening to thunder and lightning and rain. And again, not really expecting anything tonight. I didn't think anything was going to happen. And probably within about, I'd say 15, 20 minutes of lying down, that's when I felt it coming, that wave. And it's so interesting. I've kind of described this before. I travel in different ways. I move in different ways. Sometimes it's instantaneous. It's amazing to me the power that's involved. My guides have literally taken me across time itself within less than the blink of an eye. That is awesome to me. Just humbling, so humbling. This time I traveled. I moved. I could feel that sense of motion in the darkness. And despite what I was feeling inside in the moment, despite whatever challenges I was having, I really tried to hold on to love and light, something my mother always encourages me to do. And as I did this was so interesting. So I tell you about that feeling of motion within the beyond body that I have when I'm feeling as if I am hurtling through space. As soon as I thought about love, as soon as I thought about light, I felt literally my lower half lift even higher into the air, as if it were an airplane that was climbing even higher. So, I guess I can throw out there that when you put that out there, you, I guess, go to a higher place. I'm not sure. As I moved, and I moved for quite some time. Well, actually, you know what? I can't say that. I can't say it was quite some time. I don't think this lasted for as long, honestly. Sometimes these journeys have taken a very long time, but this time it didn't take that long at all. As I began to slow down, I almost felt this sensation of being a little bit dizzy. It was very interesting. I felt like I was turning in circles as I slowed down. So at first I felt this sense of motion, and then as I slowed down before the scene revealed itself, I felt as if I was turning slowly in the air, moving, turning, and as the scene or as the darkness lifted, the only thing I can tell you is I saw some sort of, well, you know what? I'm going to say classroom. That's what it looked like to me. There were desks everywhere, wooden desks, and there were beings. Now, this is so interesting because the beings, and I've talked with you about this before, there is this look that I see sometimes with beings that I see in the beyond body. When I go to distant places, they almost have an animated look to them. And there were beings, they didn't have hair, and they almost looked animated to me. After talking about this with my mom, we've really kind of discussed this, and I believe that, again, this is my mind kicking in and trying to create some sort of translation to what I'm seeing, because there are so many times that I go out there to some places where my mind can't grasp what's going on exactly. I don't know who these beings were. It seemed like there was some sort of class that was getting ready to begin as I was looking around. And it was so interesting because, oh God, it was such an odd feeling. It was really, really a strange experience. And honestly, it ended before I can really share anything substantial with you. Sometimes I believe these things are more connected to healing or learning, which was why possibly I saw some kind of a classroom setting. So I think that's pretty much what it was, but I honestly can't be sure. Again, I'm sharing this because I share everything with you, even if the experiences are really short and perhaps kind of confusing for me. And I think also in a way to let you know that, again, and I've said this before, that it's okay not to understand. I'm certainly getting used to it. There is so much out there that I don't understand. It's so interesting. Someone asked me not too long ago, what wisdoms have you acquired from the beings out there? And my simple answer to this individual was, the wisdom that I acquired is that I really don't know much at all. That I am consistently humbled by who and what we really are. But honestly, I don't know that I've even begun to understand yet. Anyway, that's it for now. A very short journey. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me again. And until next time, take care.